Strangers in the night, exchanging glances.
Well, I was working at UNIVAC in Salt Lake, and I had noticed her, Mom, she was a mail girl.
I didn't exactly know who he was, but one of the people from my carpool said that he wanted to meet me or something.
I started noticing her, and she had a just beautiful smile that really caught my attention. And I remember I would make any excuse I could to walk by where she was stationed at the time, just to pretend that I was just doing it casually, but it was always to catch a glimpse of her.
I knew of his brother and I knew of his father because they both worked there at the same time. His dad had a reputation of being, people were afraid of him. I don't know why they were afraid of him, but they were afraid of him. And he had a reputation that preceded him, and I knew of that.
Oh yeah, everybody knew my father. I mean, it was no question about that. I don't know if she noticed me or not at that time.
And then he called me on the phone, and we stayed on the phone for a very long time. Well, he told me he was born in Jamaica, and I thought, whoa, this is, can I use the word exotic? Only I didn't know that there was a town in New York, so I had no idea.
Then we had a date, and we were going to go play miniature golf.
I had already made up my mind ahead of time that I was just going to have fun.
We went back to her house, and we sat and talked on the front porch for about 2 hours or so.
And he stayed a while after, and we had a nice time.
And I remember she tickled my face, and I remember driving home thinking about, I'm going to marry that girl. She was 19, I was 22 at the time. I was going to school in Logan, which is 75 miles away, but she would take the bus up there.
And by Christmas Eve, 50 years ago, he proposed.
You've heard the story that, it wasn't really a yes per se.
It was like 2 in the morning, 2 or 3 in the morning, and I was not expecting this. We had not even discussed marriage. I mean, we were, what, 5, 6 months into it? 4 months into it!
It was a head jerk, which I took for a yes, and she didn't want to disappoint me.
And he asked me if I would marry him, and I went like this out of shock, and he took it as a yes, and I said, okay, well, we'll see what happens from here. And he said, you will, and then we were engaged.
I think I gave her a pop top from a beer can as a joke, but
he didn't give me a ring. We were supposed to go out and look for one, but I think I woke up Mom and Daddy and told them, and they seemed to be happy, I guess.
It was really too short. We know that now. I mean, after just 4 or 5 months of knowing each other. And then only 6 months of engagement. 50 years later, here we are. I mean, I don't remember exactly how we planned the wedding. I mean, I was involved in the details, yes.
But I was already a member of the Greek Orthodox Church, and so we got to have the wedding there.
The color orange, well, she liked the color orange, apparently, and so when she picked out the wedding colors for the bridesmaids, they kind of were orange, but perhaps more orange than she thought they were going to be.
Oh! Well, I had worked at the Paris as an alterations girl, and they used to have a fabric department, and so I fell in love with the color. I don't know why.
I think orange would look weird anytime, back then or now, but it was fun.
That it would be untrue. You know that I would be a liar if I was to say to you Girl, we couldn't get much higher. Come on, baby, light my fire.
Well, we didn't exactly have a honeymoon per se, but our honeymoon really was going from Utah to California.
Yeah, along the way we decided that we wanted to have adventure.
Nobody gives us this, okay, this is how you be a mother kind of thing. And for every child, it's something different.
It was in September of '68 that Russ was born. My mother had died, and we were getting very, very homesick, that realizing that, you know, we needed to do something to get closer to family.
Whether near to me or far, it's no matter, darling, where you are, I think of you. Would you like to ride in my beautiful balloon? Would you like to ride?